We are kicking off NBC Universal's annual Share Kindness campaign, celebrating acts of kindness, large and small, this holiday season. In Patagonia is known for its charitable giving, but it also gets down to business. The outdoor clothing company's corporate venture fund, Tin Shed Ventures, invests in startups committed to making the world a better place. And joining us now, Phil Graves, who oversees Patagonia's venture fund. It's great to have you here.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
How many different investments so far, and can you tell us about some of them?
Sure. We have 12 portfolio companies. Some of the ones that are most interesting, in my humble opinion, are, for example, Borrego Skateboards. They have a business model. There were three buddies that were very passionate about ocean plastic pollution, so they came together and started a company called Borrego that takes old fishing nets sourced from the ocean up and down the coast of Chile. They collect the nets, they pay the local Chileans to clean the nets, and then they ultimately turn it into products. So they've got, for example, skateboards. I've got a pair right here. These are made from old fishing nets.
Really?
I'll leave them behind. I've got a few other pairs backstage. Skateboards, and then we're actually looking at doing some things in our own supply chain. So nylon 6 is a material that we use when we make products, so jackets, board shorts, gear, and we're actually using it, looking at using their old fishing nets to turn it into Patagonia products. So that's one of our investments. We've got several others dealing with, for example, liquid CO2 to clean and coat textiles. There's a technology that's completely water-free that we can use to clean the raw materials in our own supply chain. So we've got a couple of applications there. That was one of our earlier investments in a company called CO2 Nexus.
What's the goal here? I mean, obviously it's a venture fund. It's not just a charitable arm of Patagonia. So you're not just donating the money. You're actually hoping to make some money off of these investments. So is the end game something that Patagonia itself could market, or that there's an exit strategy for these companies?
For us, and that's exactly right, Melissa, we have a long history of giving through 1% for the Planet. Last Black Friday, we gave all of our sales away, so $10 million. And that's just something that we've always done, giving 1%. For us, with the current election, thinking about what the planet needs, giving 100% is something that we decided was the right thing to do on Black Friday this year. Now with Tin Shed Ventures, it's our for-profit investment arm. So we make early stage investments and startups and take an equity position. And the end game is to fund the next generation of responsible business leaders. So when I sit down with an entrepreneur, we don't have a predefined exit strategy. So we're a private company. We're totally okay receiving dividends. And for us, we want to invest in these next generation of responsible business leaders that can use business for social and environmental good.
How hard is it to source the ideas? Are you getting bombarded with people with great socially responsible yet also profitable ideas? How many people are on your team to sort through them? I find we have a growing number of clients who are looking for, I want to do good and make some money in the process if I can. Finding the right idea, you need a team to do that, and there's just, it can be harder than you think to find the really good ones.
I'm very fortunate as a fund manager because Patagonia has a rich history of social and environmental best practices. So it's basically been a magnet for all these early stage businesses to come to us and seek funding. We've been told that you're the perfect investment partner because you don't want to sit on the board of directors. You don't require that. You just want to make key support and connections for us as a company. So we've had over 1,000 companies apply. And you're right, sorting through those deals and finding the right ones is one of the hardest parts of my job because there's so many entrepreneurs that want to do good, but you have to see like, which has the biggest supply chain connection? Is there any eco-innovations that we can pull through in our own supply chain? Because that's where we can have the biggest impact. And then ultimately, at the end of the day, we look at the environmental impact for all these things as well and determine, is this a viable business? And if so, for us, it would be a good investment candidate.
That's a great point. So are you seeing ideas from the entrepreneurs you invest in that can actually translate into Patagonia's main business? Things that you can actually implement?
We are. So of those 12 companies, probably 10 have some kind of supply chain connection, either with food, with Patagonia Provisions, our in-house food startup, or on the outdoor apparel side.
So Tin Shed, that's where the founder of Patagonia, invented the pylons that you get to pull out. Basically, you don't leave them in the. That's to even think about doing that. You would think you'd want them to stay, right?
I'm a surfer, not a climber, but I'm with you. But it works and it's safe and it's definitely better for the environment.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay, and it's aluminum, it's lighter, and everything else. So, and that's how it started, and then it became Patagonia.
Absolutely, the whole company grew up from around that tin shed, and that tin shed.
So it's always been.
Exists.
It's always been sort of like this.
Story.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Phil, thank you.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.